All right, guys, want to welcome everybody in. We're here with Manny Scott. Manny is one of my good buddies and been with me for a long time. I think Manny's going on 8 years now.
Yep.
With everybody. I would love for you to tell the audience, tell the viewer, who is Manny?
Well, I am originally from Kansas, so it's a little small town right in the middle called Great Bend, Kansas. Lived there all my life. Started playing music when I was 13, like most kids in band. Unlike other kids, I stuck with it all the way through college. Once I graduated high school, it took me to Wichita, Kansas. And from there, I was in all the music thing. I play trombone. That's my instrument. After graduating, waiting for trombone gigs to show up, which, you know, they're always going to be there. That's how I got my start. And in 2017, I moved up here to Oregon, got connected with you. Then we started doing a bunch of weddings. So yeah, I guess the abridged version of what they say, the quick version.
You've had a long background in music, from live musician to now the DJ portion of things. How have you put the two together and your experience and all your education? And how would you describe your DJ personality or your style in a couple of words?
Being involved in gig work at an early age has just really taught me like almost the ins and outs of, you know, just being in the nightlife business and working late nights and, you know, going about having to, you know, speak with people and all that stuff. So that's really helped coming from that early music background. It made DJing a lot easier because I didn't have to learn about counting beats. I didn't have to learn about like matching key, you know, because all that stuff was done pretty much by ear. So I feel like my style is unique. You know, I don't have to worry about all those extra little things.
It allows you to be more free.
It allows me to be a musician.
Yes.
When I DJ.
How do you balance being free and creative with what a couple gives you while being professional at the same time?
Ooh, yeah. It's a catch-22 because you can be free and creative and do all that stuff, but then, you know, that's for you. But when you're working in a professional environment, like a wedding, you have to cater to the audience. That's one thing that took me a little bit to learn. I feel like now that I've been in the DJ game a lot longer, is like, you know, reading crowds, picking the right song, picking songs that are going to make them move, versus something that sounds like good in the ear. Like, oh, this blends very well. But the song, they may not even know it. Learn about the music, especially what the couple want. And have a good knowledge of that. You know, you can mix that creativeness, you like a creative transition into a song that they know. And now it's a banger.
Do you have like a style with that creative transition you talked about, or your mixing techniques, or, you know, energy throughout the night that changes? Like, do you have like a signature technique that you stick to, or is it different for the audiences that you work with?
Different for everybody. I feel like I'm involved in so many different gigs, you know, not just weddings, a club gig, a Latin gig that, you know, I don't speak Spanish. So then I have to really research, and it's like usually a bunch of old stuff. Or then I'm also involved in like this group called Motown Monday, old school, the throwbacks, my grandparents, what they would have listened to, like Motown, 70s, funk, disco, all that stuff. Like that really helps out. Segueing into everybody has a good experience.
You've got a lot of different styles you mentioned, and now you're learning the Latin and doing other things. How do you adapt that to a couple, or make sure that you align with a couple or a planner that is reaching out, or maybe they're planning a corporate event or any type of event? How do you make sure that you're able to conform to their style?
I know what styles I can do, and I know what styles I can't. And if I can't do something, I'm probably going to tell them I'm not a good fit. And I've worked really hard in playing as many genres as I can, so I can understand most things. I would have to be honest and be like, yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
But for other people, I'll work with them and I'll get to know, like, give me your top stuff that you like and what's something that, you know, your parents would.
What's your process for collaborating with other vendors? You know, we work hand in hand a lot with many planners, coordinators, photographers, videographers, and thus throughout the process. What's your process that way?
I mostly communicate with the couple and the coordinator before the wedding. For example, well, a couple times, let me back up. When we work as a group, because, you know, Pure Vision, we have videographers, coordinators, we have everything under one umbrella. So if it's that case, then it's like, we're all a big team. We're probably all involved in some sort of group chat. That's an easy way. But if I don't have that advantage, then it's usually just email. And then the day of, I'm really hands-on.
To be honest with you, DJs are a dime a dozen nowadays. You know, it's more accessible to be able to purchase a controller, a laptop. Music's more accessible than ever, and to call yourself a DJ.
Yeah, Fisher Price.
With all the options out there, why Manny Fresco? Why DJ Manny?
You're going to get a party. And it's really how much you want to. I can party very chill if I need to, but I'll still make people dance. Or I can like rock it, go straight club, But I will give you a party and I will make everyone dance.